Today, I am going to talk about 3 topics which are interrelated to each other. These topics are fractions, decimals, and percentages. First, we will learn fractions conceptually, and then we will discuss addition and subtraction of fractions. Then we will discuss about decimals. In this lesson, we will learn how to put decimal if a proper fraction is given to you. Then we will discuss about percentages. So, let's get started with fractions. A fraction can be used to represent congruent parts of a whole. For example, when we divide whole quantity in equal parts and some parts are taken out of all equal parts, it forms fraction. Let us understand by taking one example. Suppose you have a pizza and you have divided it in 2 equal parts. Then you eat one part of pizza out of 2 equal parts. How much pizza have you eaten? You have eaten half of the pizza, and the fraction is represented as 1/2. That is, you have eaten one part out of 2 equal parts. Let us divide the same pizza in more equal parts and see how it can be represented in fractions. Divide the pizza in 4 and 8 equal parts. If your friend eats 3 parts of the pizza, when it is divided into 4 equal parts, we can say that he has eaten 3/4 of whole pizza. Suppose your younger sister has eaten 5 parts of it when the pizza was divided into 8 equal parts. We can say that your sister has eaten 5/8 of the whole pizza. The numbers like 1/2, 3/4, 5/8 are nothing but the fractional numbers or fractions. In any fraction, say 1/2, the upper part is called numerator, the lower part is called denominator, and the line in between stands for division, which separates numerator and the denominator. The fractions in which numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. The fractions 1/2, 3/4, 5/8 are proper fractions, as in each case the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Can you tell me what improper fractions are? The definition of improper fractions is just opposite the definition of proper fractions. In proper fractions, numerator is less than the denominator. But in improper fractions, numerator is greater than the denominator. Let us see how improper fractions look like. 6/5, 13/6, 53/7, 11/2, 29/12, 15/10 are the few examples of improper fractions. Let us find out what a mixed fraction is. A mixed fraction has a whole number part and a fractional part. For example, 3 2/5 is a mixed fraction because it has a whole number 3 mixed with fraction 2/5. We can change an improper fraction into mixed fraction. Do you know how to do that? When changing an improper fraction to a mixed fraction, divide the denominator into the numerator, the quotient we get becomes the whole number, and the remainder gives the numerator of the remaining fraction. Let's do it with examples. Let's change 17/5 into mixed fraction. We will divide numerator 17 by denominator 5 and get 3 as quotient and 2 as remainder. Therefore, 17/5 becomes 3, 2/5, where 3 is the whole number. 2 becomes the numerator, which is the remainder when we divide 17/5. and 5 is the denominator. We can also convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. We have a mixed fraction 9 2/3. This can be converted into improper fraction by multiplying the whole number 9 with the denominator 3 to give 27. Then add the product to the numerator 2 and get 29 as new numerator. And the fraction is written as 29/3. Let us move further to addition and subtraction of fraction. I am going to tell you a very interesting method to add and subtract fractions. Have you ever used a butterfly to add and subtract fraction? Let us add 1/3 and 1/5. Draw the first wing of the butterfly crosswise, taking 1 and 5 in the wing. Then draw the second wing with 1 and 3. Let's complete the butterfly. Multiply the numbers in each wing and write the product as shown. Write the addition sign here. Multiply the denominators and write the product in the tail of butterfly. Solve 3 plus 5, which gives 8, and it is the numerator. Then write the number in the tail of the butterfly as the denominator, which is 15. The addition of 1/3 and 1/5 comes out to be 8/15 using butterfly. In this next question, we will subtract two fractions using butterfly. Subtract 1/4 from 2/5. Write the fractions as shown and draw butterfly. Draw the first wing of the butterfly with 2 and 4 crosswise. Then draw the second wing of the butterfly with 1 and 5 crosswise. Let's complete the butterfly. Multiply the numbers in each wing and write the product as shown. Write the subtraction sign here. Write the product of denominators in the tail of the butterfly. Solve the subtraction 8 minus 5 and get 3 as the numerator and the number in the tail of the butterfly as the denominator. Therefore, the subtraction of the fractions 2/5 minus 1/4 is 3/20. Isn't the butterfly method really interesting? Try solving the following fractions using butterfly. Add 1/2 to 3/5 and subtract 5/9 and 3/7. In this section of the video, we will learn about decimals and percentages. And to understand this, let us do an activity. I am going to distribute this type of sheet to each student and a set of crayons. Write your name on the top of the sheet. Using this sheet, we will learn about decimals and percentages. I will take up an example to show you how this sheet works. As you can see, I have colored the 4 blocks at the corners with red color and write the name of the color in the first column. In how many blocks this color has been used is written in the second column. In the third column, I have written the fraction of red color with the total equal blocks, that is 100. Decimal number becomes 0.04. How do we calculate percentage? We have 100 blocks in total and we have 4 red blocks. The percentage of red blocks is 4 and is written as 4%. Try constructing your own art with filling the blocks with colors of your own choice and then find the number, fraction, decimal and percentage of each color. Till now, you have learnt about putting the decimal when a fraction has 100 as denominator. For placing decimals, if you have a number greater than 100 in the denominator, count as many digits from the right hand side of the number as the number of zeros in the denominator. and put the decimals. You can add additional zeros as per the requirements. For example, you have to put the decimal on the right place and the fraction given to you is 57 by 1000. As you can observe that the denominator has 3 zeros and the numerator has 2 digits. We will put an additional 0 to the left of 5 and make it 0.057, which is correct decimal number for 57 by 1000. We will discuss how to multiply and divide the decimal numbers by multiples of 10. To multiply a decimal number by multiples of 10, we will shift the decimal point towards right depending upon the zeros in the multiples of 10. For example, if we need to multiply 3.45 with 100, we will shift the decimal point 2 places towards the right as 100 has 2 zeros. Therefore, 3.45 multiplied by 100 becomes 345.0. In the same way, if we need to multiply 0.007 by 10, we will shift decimal 1 place towards right and get 0.07. Can you solve these decimal numbers? 7.44 multiplied by 10, 7.444 multiplied by 100. Can you tell me what answer do you get for these questions? Let's move further. To divide a decimal number by multiple of 10, we will shift the decimal point towards the left depending upon the zeros in the multiples of 10. For example, if we need to divide 345 by 10, we will shift the decimal point 1 place towards left as 10 has 1 zero. Therefore, 345 divided by 10 becomes 34.5. In the same way, if we need to divide 43.7 by 10, we will shift decimal 1 place towards the left and get 4.37. Can you solve these decimal numbers? 7.44 divided by 10, 7.444 divided by 100. Let's move towards the next section, that is percentages. To calculate the percentage of a number, try to make the denominator equal to 100. For example, let's convert 6 by 50 into percentage. Convert 50 to 100 by multiplying it by 2. Remember that you need to multiply 6 with 2 also, because we have multiplied the denominator 50 by 2. And we must multiply the numerator by the same number. The fraction becomes 6 multiplied by 2 by 50 multiplied by 2, which is 12 by 100, and it is 12%. In the same way, we can convert any fraction by making the denominator equal to 100. I hope we have thoroughly discussed fractions, decimals and percentages, and you have well understood how to solve questions related to these 3 topics. Let us solve few questions for practice. Add 3 by 4 plus 1 by 6. Subtract 28 by 33 minus 2 by 3. Convert 37 by 100 into decimal number. Put decimal on the right place, and the question is 789.56 divided by 100. And last question is, what is the percentage of 9 by 10? The answers to these questions will be given to you.